everyone, I'm back. I made it. I think the speech have started based on what I saw on other live stream. I just got here, so I'm a little late for the speech. I'm just happy I made it. I ended up with a migraine yesterday. I don't know if it's from lack of sleep or because of the cold front that came in that brought the snow, but migraines are not fun. And this morning I still had a slight tension headache, but it went away. Had a nice hot bath yesterday with essential oils. So I am very happy that I am able to be here again today. Today is Sunday, March 13th. You can see some snow still on the ground. So I will make my way over to the stage where they're having a speech. It's around the freezing point. I think it was 31 degrees Fahrenheit earlier. I don't know if it's gotten warmer or not. I'm trying to avoid this puddle. Oh, so here's the view. There's the entrance. Here's the view of all the trucks in daylight. I'm happy I'm able to come back during the day today. I'm trying to put on my gloves. I guess I should have done that before I turn on the camera. Am I recording? I am. I just want to make sure. It's kind of bright, and I couldn't see my screen in the sun, but I am recording. So thank you to all the subscribers that have subscribed Friday night when Travel Fund 69 called me out. I'm halfway there. I think I'm over 400. I think it was 433 when I last saw it. I can't remember if it was 440, but sometimes YouTube will drop it down and then back up. So anyway, I'm halfway there. So I just want to say thank you. Once I hit the 1,000, I will go live. But for now, I will just record and then upload. Oh, it's windy. It's windy. I was feeling a little emotional driving here today, you guys. Thinking of the times that we're living in. As they say, it's biblical time, unprecedented times. And it's a spiritual battle going on. I don't want to use that W word, and we all have our roles to play. And I recently prayed and asked, how can I serve? And I find myself doing this, so I was a little emotional driving here. All right. Oh, I made it here quickly today. Oh, I came for the tail end of I made it to the tail end of the speech. I think there was supposed to be a politician speaking today. Oh, look at the dog. Can you guys see? There's a dog. Real quick before we go any further, this little girl over here right next to the stage, well, Madeline's birthday has arrived, and I would like to sing her happy birthday. All together now.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Daddy. Happy birthday to you. Yeah. Nice piano. So, at this time, I'd like everybody to recognize this man holding up an American flag so high. Put your hands over your heart. We're going to do the Pledge of Allegiance. This time we're going from a Pledge of Allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Man, you guys are so amazing, seriously. I just, every time, it just touches the heart. I want to bring up Dr. Alexander. Come on up, buddy. You're Dr. what? Dr. Lockdown. Oh! Hey! Trying to fix this. So you have to hold. It takes a long time. Down the road. Take this hand and take hold on to your family now. Hold the line! Look, the thing is, I'm a peaceful man. I'm a very peaceful, law-abiding man. But if you come next to my children with these vaccines, don't you come near my kids. Don't get up! Walensky, Bugs, lock them up. Every ball, every
Check out the dinosaur.
they costed life. They cost life. You can live your life freely. Get your pension and go.
Another nice, pretty doggy.
And we found in Trump. They costed life. We locked them up. I spent 3 weeks saving this man. You guys are the 100% of the science behind it. So when the Canadians asked me to join them, Dr. Brittle, Dr. Marcus, it was hard because it was minus 35 every day. Truckers were the most peaceful, just like me. I was so stunned about the leaders how much they helped. And it was preached on what government did. Not one time I was there. Not one time. Except they were arrested. Did any trucker do anything illegal? Oh, yeah. Some short they were private stuff. Not a state school. I'm a Canadian citizen, and it's really good what it is. Because those truckers, they were the most beautiful people I met, just like you. It's one of the best people in the world. And I want to say this. You guys have 100% of the science because we looked at all of the evidence. People try to say that, oh, you the trucker, you just have a gut instinct, or it's just you trying to use your common sense. But no, no. That's why people like you here, they're calling kids. Because we understand the science. We understand everything that you're standing for. This is about the fight for freedom. This is beyond mandate. This is about freedom and liberty. This is about your rights. This is about the Constitution. especially in the United States. Everything has been violated. Everything for 2 years. And for 2 years, they locked us down, they hurt us, they closed the society, they closed schools. Many business owners. And I know the data in ways that most people don't. Because I worked in the administration in the United States. Many business owners committed suicide. We were getting the data daily. Many of the employees laid off committed suicide. We were getting reports coming up into the states telling us that little children were committing suicide. We have reports of little children who hung themselves. President Trump, when you saw Trump on that podium fighting Fauci and Burke, that was no joke. Behind the scenes in that White House, there was a daily fight. He fought them with sword and that. I was there. He really fought them. Those people in that task force subverted Trump, they were corrupted, they were rotten to the core. And that is why I say, let us investigate. We're going to open the society, but let us investigate. But for anyone who did wrong, any scientist, any academic person, any public health official, anywhere, you lock them to hell up! Lock them all up! USA! 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 Is it so inspirational? Next, I'm going to bring up high school body. Everyone just grew up together. And then we went separate ways there at high school. Straight into church. By life. Unless you live nearby, but we're having that. Wasn't trucking right away. I went to other stuff. But I'm going to bring up Mike Landis. I don't know if the Mike Landis thing's right. That's wildly. I'm so tired.
Got the cute dog.
They don't like that word because that word. So, as Ryan was saying earlier, we walk around. As we're walking around, we have to try and find somebody else, which is incredible because according to all the media, this is just out. But looking out over this right here, I'm thinking that they're blind. So, that being said, I want to let you guys know something. This is going to be a long, hard road. We've got the accuracy, we've got to hold the line and stuff like that. The thing is, Brian and I, and we two of the other people out here, yeah, they're slow guys. So this is a game of stamina for you guys that maybe aren't quite in tune with what working with the government is like. We are going to be here for a while, and we cannot leave until we have some type of resolve with these issues. I know there's a lot of people out here that want to do some counter. California, this truck is called the left side. From the left side to here, we have a lot of family that came out to support us coming across this country. So what I want to say is that all those people that weren't able to make it here, as Brian said earlier, we need to get together and put pressure on the states for anybody that couldn't make it here, because if they're putting pressure on them, will we maintain presence here?
There's a drone. There's a drone flying. I can't tell if you guys can see the drone. There's a drone. I can't see my screen. There's a drone hovering.
Yeah. Thank you, everybody that's here. We and Brian are just crazy because they got together and this guy was, we had a little bit of history on it. We actually, I gotta tell you, I don't even know if Mike remembers this or not. American government class we had together. You know, we used to drink. But our very first time of ever doing it. Oh, yeah. So Mike and I started orchestrating a school walk-in. We scared the crap out of them so much that when the bell rang for lunch that day, every single exit had a line of teachers blocking them all, so we couldn't do the walkout. But it was made such a statement that they ended up all letting us hang out in the gym and some of us go home. So that was our first win. I wanted to put this out real quick because these were donated, and I think it's important. It's a book called The Real Unity Vouching, Bill Gates, Big Pharma, and the Global War on Democracy and Public Health, written by Robert F. Kennedy Jr. This book is absolutely free to everybody here. There's 2 columns of it here right now. When this is over, come and pick some here. So please,
Yeah, he hangs out here at the track.
take the time to grab a couple of those. Looks like Marcus is just going to open up the phone here. And before everybody comes up and starts grabbing, I want to kind of close this out a little bit. There'll be a few announcements here, and then close her out. From 2 to 2:30. I'm not sure what time it is right now, so it's 11:14. All right, cool. From 2 to 2:30, we're going to have the sermon. He'll be right here if you're want to worship. We'll be right
It's
here.
1:43 right now. 1:43.
From basically 2:30 to 3:30. This is going to be nice. 2:30 to 3:30. I'm going to be in that white tent. I know there's a lot of people with a lot of questions. Some people just want to meet, take a photo, or whatever. And I know it's been difficult to get my attention sometimes because of how busy we are. So
There's the white
2:30 to
tent.
3:30, I'm going to hang out right there at that white tent.
He's pointing over there at the white tent.
To talk, shake hands, ask any question that you have. Hopefully we can answer those naysayers that are out there that have questions about certain topics. Feel free, open book, 100% transparency. Go over there and talk. I'll be there 2:30 to 3:30. Hopefully I can force my Landis there with me. But I'll be there for an hour or so, and I'll be there however long it takes. It doesn't matter if it goes longer, but about 2:30 after the sermon, I'll be over there. So for whatever questions and interviews for the YouTubers, live streamers, any of you have any interviews that you want to do, you can grab me then. I just ask any interview less than 5 minutes. Let's shoot for like a 3-minute mark or something like that. So that people that are in line, the people's convoy, ask their questions. But I appreciate all of you and I love you. And all the volunteers as usual. I wish I could name them all by name for everything that's out here. So much work out here from the trash pickup to the
Trash monkeys! Get to the trash monkeys!
Trash monkeys rock. I seen them today cruising around on the back of the trailer jamming out the music. They're having a good old time.
Yes. Trash monkeys!
I'm being handed the New Testament King James Version, Art Edition from Fire Revival. Did I say it right? Fire Revival. They are handing out free copies right here if you would like one. Also, another announcement. Please stay off the bleachers. Please stay off the bleachers. Folks, we try to go up there. We got the tarps up there. It's extremely slippery. I don't want anybody getting hurt. Please stay off those grandstands unless we're doing an event out there on the grandstands. Please stay off, please. That's requested by the property owner. So please respect that. They've been so gracious to let us be here. Hats off to the owners of the track. Thank you. I think I about covered all the announcements. Oh, petitions. There's some petitions over here to sign for the center of up here. Any of those interested in supporting what his causes are, what he's trying to do, some petitions over here to sign. Probably not a bad idea to go sign. Tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. Tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. right here. Tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. Oh, yes, that's right, sir. Any veterans that need help with disability claims, if you've had problems getting your stuff up through the VA or anything like that, to all my veterans, there is a gentleman over here. He's right here, right now, walking around. He is certified annual service officer to help you get your VA claims fixed or submitted. So anybody, go talk to him. He'll be floating around. What's your name, sir? Keith. He's got a white Cadillac somewhere over there.
Oh, okay, thank you.
So Keith in the white Cadillac will help you with your VA stuff. Give him a round of applause for volunteering that. So all the PA residents, there is a thing here, so Mastriano can put on the ballot. So any PA residents, please go sign that. If you're a PA resident, please the school board. It really truly starts at the schools. City council, mayor, state legislature. It starts in our own states and in our own communities and in our own homes. In our own homes. What you expose your
Oh,
children
there's
to
the
or lack
drum. I was
thereof
wondering where the
shapes
drum
what your
was
teachers
coming
teach
from,
you,
the drum
which
sound.
is what the school boards decide the curriculum needs to be based on funding from the federal government, for example. All of those things shape your children.
I like your drum. I have one just like that.
Become the future of the world.
I was wondering. Oh, it's her drum. I was wondering where the drums sound was coming from, and I thought it was bigger from how it sounds. But actually, I have one just like that. I bought it from the music store down in Silver Spring.
About what it is that you've done here.
Yeah, I'm surprised. I should bring mine. Yeah, I love.
Absolutely. Find out. Look at their homework. Look at their homework.
Yeah, we just did a bonfire in November, and the guy had the big round one, and it was really nice with the bonfire drumming circle. Yeah, to clear the land here in Frederick. Well, 30 minutes south of here. Are you guys local here or? Oh, okay. I'm actually here in Maryland. I like your drum. I was telling him I have one similar. Hey, your glasses just like my glasses. If I bring my drum, we could be twins. Yeah, I live like 30 minutes south from here in Frederick. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, I like it because in Ottawa, when I was following them, they had so many drums and they did a lot of clearing and the sage and the smudge. I didn't see too many here, but I'm glad that there is some drumming here.
Oh yeah, I did a little bit, but it's kind of hard because you got to kind of feel for what they're doing.
Exactly.
When they came in with the trucks 2 days ago, I was right there.
Yeah. Yeah, because I almost feel like I want to bring sage and smudge the whole perimeter.
I anointed it.
Oh, you did do it?
Oh, yeah,
you brought the sage?
Anointing. I didn't do the sage.
Okay.
I did anointing oil and some from Bethlehem, brown stuff.
Oh, good. I'm glad someone did it.
Oh, yeah. God told me to do that.
Because I felt like I needed to do that, but then I wasn't sure how open they would be with me carrying around sage around. Now, are you familiar? What is the perimeter? Because I've only been here at night. This is my third time, and this is my first time doing the day. So it goes
all the way down.
I mean, if I wanted to walk the perimeter, what's a good start? Like it goes around like that, just follow it around?
You can start here, so all the way around.
Okay, so how do I know when I go around, do I go left that way or right? So, okay, and then it goes out that way. Okay. Yeah, so maybe I'll just walk around because, up in Ottawa, how they walk around 7 times. So maybe even without the sage, I can say my prayer and emanate light and put light around the perimeter for protection for all the truckers. Okay. Yeah. And everyone involved, I should say.
When I first came here, I could feel like, but it's gotten so much better.
Oh, I'm glad. I'm glad you did it.
Tired,
Yeah, I said because for some reason I feel like I needed to sage and walk around the perimeter and do protection, but I wasn't sure how open they would be, or how.
This is all religions. This is not just one.
I know.
You hear one.
I know. I know. Right. Basically, there's only 2 sides, light or dark is how I see it. You're either, this side or this side. There's no in between. So it doesn't matter what race or denomination or culture or whatever. It's just light or dark.
Yes, exactly.
And we're all one here. So I'm glad. What is your name?
Rachel.
And
I'm the face painter.
You are? Do you? I'm not live, but because I just started my channel because I was guided, and I started my channel on Tuesday, and then Travel Fund 69, who came from Canada, gave me a shout out Friday, so I'm halfway there. You need 1,000 on YouTube to go live, so I'm actually just recording right now, and then I'm going to upload it. Do you mind? Yeah. Do you mind? Do you want? Do you want to share why you're here and what is the purpose of the drums for people who are curious?
Well, I believe
Mm-hmm.
And I want to put on a good vibe. I don't really think there's anyone in the White House. But I personally feel like the only thing we're doing is
Right.
you know, my personal opinion is Trudeau couldn't stand being around sweet, loving, good spiritual people.
Exactly.
He ran.
Exactly.
So I don't think he was running from the people. I don't think Biden was running from the people, but they run from the love of God.
The vibration.
The good vibes that are coming.
Exactly.
The love, the peace, the togetherness of all of them.
Yeah.
Our mission really, I think the mission here, in my eyes, is to keep evil out of DC.
Exactly.
The drum is loud.
Yeah.
It's loud. Loud sound, but the vibes are there.
I can feel it, you guys. I can feel the vibration hitting me.
Vibration.
Are you a healer?
I believe I am.
I mean, like Reiki or any energy healing? Okay. Okay.
I do believe that God uses His feet to heal people.
Okay.
I just want to bring joy to the children. The Lord, I was in Arizona.
Uh-huh.
I went from actually Kingman to Lupton, and I fell in love with this convoy. It was that feeling like kind of like Woodstock on wheels. You know?
Right.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
It was so much peace and love from the people.
Uh-huh.
I was in the middle of my PhD, so I was in the middle of a class, so there wasn't going to be taking that on the road. So I went home, did my homework, said, husband, who's back there, who was hiding from the camera, either you take me there to DC, or I'm here to go by myself. So after a week, my husband decided he would do it, and he drove 36 hours here, and we've been here for a couple of days, and we'll probably be here till tomorrow. Job won't let me take much more time out, but I had to be here for the children. I saw the children.
All right.
There were a lot of children here.
Yeah.
And I was like, I could do some face painting. They would absolutely love it.
Oh, sweet.
And I have a gift. I used to do it for Special Olympics.
Uh-huh.
My son passed away.
Oh.
And when he did that, he used to do that with me.
Uh-huh.
The Lord said it was time to break out.
All right.
And I've been doing face painting.
Uh-huh.
And I just got my new drum. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to bring the drum.
Uh-huh.
I think it's cool.
What made you buy the drum? Or have you had drums before?
Just the Lord.
Or this is your very first drum?
My first drum, but I do have a hand drum.
Okay.
So this is the second one. And
all right.
The way I see it, it doesn't have to be magical.
Right.
Just bring your gift.
Right.
And shine.
And the reason I asked you is because I am a Reiki practitioner. And I had a Native American friend, a shaman, and he used drum, and he taught me, you know, when you beat on the drum, there's vibration, sound waves. You know, when there's sound wave, and the wave of the sound, if you put the drum on top of your body, your heart chakra, a different energy center, the vibration of the sound wave, it can break blockages. And so what you're doing is you're breaking, with the sound wave, you're breaking blockages of negative energy in the air.
Yeah, well, when I first came in here, I played it really loud.
Right.
And everybody said there's something different around here.
Awesome.
And I knew it was.
Okay.
It was the drum.
Okay.
And I believe it does bring out those good vibes.
Exactly.
This is a spiritual war.
Exactly. I just said that earlier.
Evil.
Right.
This is a spiritual war, folks.
Okay.
You know, if I can get off my butt and come all the way up here in this freezing cold, you can do it.
Exactly.
And donations are coming in, like, it's changing people's lives down here. It's once in a chance in a lifetime. You gotta be here. You gotta be here.
Exactly. Well said. Thank you very much. Are you the only drummer here that you know of? Oh, crap. And you're leaving today? Okay, so that's telling me that I have to bring my drum and pick up where you left off.
Well, I'm gonna do some face painting.
Where is your face? Oh, this is your face paint. Okay, so this.
Jack of all trades.
This is her face painting area, you guys, if you're here. But she's leaving after today. So she has all her paint.
Tell them to bring the face painters.
Yeah, bring them if you're interested. Yeah, thank you very much. What was your name again? Rachel, I'm Ann. Very nice to meet you. No, I'm on YouTube. My channel is Moments 5808. Yeah, like special moments, but moments with an S. 5808, no space. Yeah. Moments 5808. All right. Oh, you did? All right. Nice meeting you. Oh, you guys waiting for face painting? So cute. She looks so cute. You're so adorable. Hi. Are you excited to get your face painted? Do you mind them being on? I'm not live. I'm just videotaping. You don't mind? I have to show her cute little face. I just got permission. Look at these cuties. Hi. Do you want to say hi? Hi. Oh my God, precious. She said that's what she's here for, the little children. So sweet. Nice meeting you. I hope you like your face painting. Patiently waiting. At least you're first in line. There's only one person ahead of. Take care, guys. Are you guys local here? Oh, I'm here in Maryland. I'm like in Frederick, 30 minutes south. So we have to come, right? It's like in our backyard. I mean, she came from Arizona, you know? People driving all over, and it's right here in our backyard. Yeah, it takes me about 40 minutes with traffic. Today there was no traffic, so yeah. So, yeah. A little chilly, not like last week, but hey, at least it's sunny and not raining or snowing, so yeah. So, very nice. Sweet children you have. Her face is so adorable. You're so cute. You too. Take care, guys. Let me fix my camera here. All right. Hi. Oh. Oh, what's this over here? So this must be, oh, it's the coffee hot beverage area, I'm assuming. I'm just discovering. I'm going to discover today because this is my first time here. This is my first time here doing daylight. So we're going to take a tour, and I'll take you guys along now that it's daylight and I can see, to see how big this thing is. So let me figure out. She was telling me to walk the perimeter. So let's see here. Ooh, this is pretty cool. Pretty cool. Am I still recording? Yes. Pretty cool. Check this out. Wow. Cool. Huh? Okay, I'm moving. I'm leaving. That caught my eye. Your car caught my eye, so I had to stop and check it out. I guess if you're here walking around with a camera, they kind of notice you because the guy was telling me he saw me yesterday walking around. Not to mention that I have a bright, hot pink jacket that's pretty vibrant and stands out. So I guess people can't miss me. I hope I run into Charlotte today. I wanted to meet her and say hi to her. But I'm not going to stress over it. I'm here to do what I need to do and record. So I'm going to focus on that. If it's meant to be, I will run into her. If not, I guess I won't. So let's see. Let's check out this place. Let me adjust this a little. All right. So it is a little breezy. There is a nippy chill in the air, but it's not too bad. So it was, like I said, 31 earlier. So it should be above freezing now. So just looking back, there we were. And then now I'm walking towards this way. All right. Oh my God, you guys, this is surreal to me. I can't believe I'm out here on a Sunday in the cold doing this. I'm a homebody usually, and I don't like the cold, but I am enjoying this. This is like an honor for me to do this, to document this, to share this. It's enough to motivate me to get out on this cold Sunday when there are many things that we could be doing. But we all have our roles to play in this time, during this time on our planet. And if you feel called, if the Spirit's moving you to do certain things, like start a YouTube channel and share, because I do feel that more people need to start. The truckers are doing their things. The digital soldiers are doing their things. The live streamers are doing their thing. The drummers, like that lady, are doing their thing. Everyone has a role to play. If you feel a call, you have that nudge, that little inner voice saying, I need to jump in and be a participant and not sit on the sideline anymore, then go for it. Listen to that nudge. So there's a car. So more merchandises. More Trump statues. Flags. Let's see if I can get it to show the flags. More flags. Oh, there's a pile of wood here. So now that it's daylight, I can see better, kind of have an idea of how big this place is. So we're also surrounded by mountains here. And I think that's part of the reason why the signal up in this area is not good. Because driving up here, it's a beautiful scenery. I wish I was able to record, but I was using my GPS It was a beautiful view. I'll have to show it to you guys sometime. There's a green truck. All right, so let's just take a walk. You know, being here makes you really feel alive. Being outdoor, meeting people, out in the cold, walking, getting exercise, fresh air, smelling the burning wood, hearing music. It really gives you a sense of happiness, pride, patriotism. I'm trying to figure out what's the right words to describe the feeling. There's still a little snow, but most of it have melted. We didn't get too many, although I clear off my car. I had like 3 or 4 inches of snow in my car this morning because I didn't use it yesterday. So it wasn't too bad. It was just a few inches, but it was just cold. Oh, here's the really long truck. Cool four-wheeler. That looks like fun. That looks like a lot of fun. I would want to ride in that. It's pretty cool. All right. So let's walk all the way back here. I'm trying to give you guys the scope of this whole thing. Oh, so this is okay, so this is the back where we were with the bonfires, my guess. So I'm going to walk around the perimeter, get my bearings, scope out the whole place so I know like about how big it is and what is what. So up front are the trucks lined up by the entrance, and then the stage is pretty near the front, sort of. Hi! Lots of wood. And then, oh, check out this freedom word. All right, so that's where I just came from. All right, so I was saying, you come in the entrance, the trucks are lined up in the front, and then there's the front stage where they make speeches, announcement, music, and then in the back here is where people camp out. Okay, I get the general layout now. And there's the smell of firewood burning in the air. There's piles of firewood everywhere. Texas license plate. So people have come up from everywhere. That's amazing. Still a lot of snow up there. This is kind of cool. Kind of cool. I didn't think I would be one of these YouTubers doing this after I watch Ottawa. But I'm the type that make mental notes of things, so I watch them, and then I made mental notes of the gimbal they use, what they did to keep their equipment warm, just out of curiosity. But who knew I would end up getting a gimbal and doing this myself? I was just saving it for reference in case I ever need it. I didn't think I would need it so soon. Hi. Good. How are you? Hi. Oh, can I get a water? Oh, hi, doggy. He was going to come up and say hi. Thank you very much. Are your sodas in a can or in a bottle?
The soda? We got cans of soda.
Okay, that's okay, because once I open it, it will be hard for me too. So water's probably better. Probably, yeah, that'll be good. Yeah, because I'm thinking just in case if I need sugar.
Yeah, we
So-
got Gatorade.
Oh,
Cranberry.
the Gatorade is good.
There you go.
All right. So I take the
And we
Gator.
got all these sweets if you need more sugar.
Yeah, cookies, cookies.
Thank you very
I
much.
want sugar.
Everybody went crazy.
Thank you.
Your fucking grandmas and moms went baking crazy.
Wow. Well, you know how when your blood drops and sometimes sugar helps. So I'm thinking I'm gonna
We
put.
got healthy
it down.
sugar, oatmeal raisin.
Oh, I'll take that
There you go.
for later, just in case.
There you go.
Sometimes if your sugar
Yeah.
drop and you're like, oh, I need something.
Reese's peanut butter.
Wow, you guys are stocked up.
We've
Thank
been
you.
blessed.
You
These
have.
are people from all over the country. Chocolate chip.
Oh my God, they shipped it in?
They gave it to us on our way here.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, they're just every town after town after town. People would come out with boxes of stuff.
Amazing.
You need this. I mean, look at this is all donated stuff.
Look at that
Oh
wood
my
pile over there.
God.
Yeah,
I have to
wood pile
share.
from
So we need a
yesterday.
Oh,
wood.
have you seen the wood pile over there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Beautiful.
did. I
I mean,
did.
we bought some
These
of
are
this
all
stuff.
donated, you
Yeah,
guys.
This is all, and we gave half of this stuff away.
And we've
Wow.
been doing food every day. We keep the grill
We'll
going.
give it away.
Wow.
We're
Oh,
grilling.
check out the grill.
We're grilling for everybody, so there's plenty of food.
Oh, very nice. Do you cook it here and bring it to the kitchen, or you guys just
we
keep your
cook
stuff?
it here
We
and
just
they come
have
to
people
us.
coming to us.
Oh,
Did I
okay.
give you water?
Yeah, you did. I
You
put it
cook
in.
it, they will come.
I put it in
Oh,
my.
okay.
You gave me one. I already put it in my
Okay, well,
backpack.
if you are hungry, you need anything, let us know.
Thank you very
You need
much.
to warm up,
We
whatever.
have chicken, we have ribs, we have hot dogs, hamburgers. We
Yeah,
have
I'm gonna cook the
Everything.
hot dogs and hamburgers first.
Oh, okay. So that's good to know if I get hungry.
Yeah. There's food everywhere. Like everybody, there's there's a lot of us that cook, and then it's just a community. It's a good community.
Yeah. So this is my first time here doing the daylight. I came for the
Is
first time on
Welcome.
Tuesday night,
Okay.
and then I was here Friday night. Yeah, but it was dark because I work. I live 30 minutes south of here in Frederick.
Okay.
welcome.
So then I had to come back. So yeah, I took one of those.
Oh, okay. No problem.
And then, so I wanted to come back during the daylight so I could see.
Yeah.
And I just started my YouTube channel. So,
Awesome.
and then I came to meet the Canadian guy, Travel Fun 69, because I watched him up in Ottawa. I follow all that. So then I came down, and then I pray and I asked, how can I serve? And next thing I know, I just felt compelled to start the YouTube channel on Tuesday.
Yeah.
And then 3 days later, Friday, when I was here Friday night with the bonfire, he shouted out my YouTube channel. So I went from 28 subscribers up to 400 and something subscriber. Once I reach 1,000, then I can go live. So right now I just record and then I go home and upload.
Cool. That's all,
Yeah.
The more we can get the word out, the better.
Yeah.
Your YouTube channel, what's the-
Yeah, it's moments, like special moments,
Yeah.
moments plural, MOMENTS
Yeah.
5808.
5808.
No space, just straight through. Moments 5808.
Cool.
Yeah.
We'll get people subscribing. We'll put it out on
Thank
there.
you. Yeah, I'm halfway there. I'm like 400 and something. So if I can get up to 1,000, then I can start live
Yeah, I
streaming.
mean, we're trying to get the word out. I mean,
Yeah.
we've all kind of been here from the beginning. Like, several of us have helped organize our state,
Uh-huh.
brought people in, and, there's several people from Texas, Alaska. You got our sign up there.
Yeah.
Sign last night.
Nice. So he's starting the
we're,
group.
we're in for the long haul.
And what is your name?
My name's Lisa.
Lisa, do you mind me
No,
recording you?
I'm
Okay.
already out there. I was sitting.
Okay.
It's a
She's
great
been out there with the
helipaad.
senator.
Oh, you have? With a
Yeah.
tech? Oh, really?
Wednesday, yeah.
Oh, I missed that because I was working. Did someone come today? Because I heard
Yeah.
there was.
Yeah, Don. from
Pennsylvania.
Oh, he did come because I came late.
He's
'Cause I-
still walking around.
Okay, because I know he was supposed to come yesterday, but it got canceled
Yeah.
because of the snow, and I came a little late. So I guess, did he make a speech? So I missed it because I just came at the tail end.
That one, thank you.
I came at the tail end of the speech when Brian was still talking. So
Yes.
And there's going to be a prayer service up there at 2 o'clock also.
yeah, he mentioned that. Yeah. So I figured during the break I'll walk around to get my bearings now that I'm here during the day because
You'll love it. There's a sweet family that come and they come hang out on the weekends.
Oh,
now.
nice.
And we just sit here and just enjoy the vibe and
yeah, it's really nice.
You can't see a more diverse group.
Yeah,
I
we
think.
sat here Friday night late. I was here till midnight, past midnight
Yeah.
at the bonfire.
Yeah.
And Travel Fun 69 was live streaming.
Yeah.
And it was really cool.
Cool.
And then all these people start subscribing, and
Heck
it's
yeah.
like very cool.
Well, we'll try and push the word out to
Yeah.
everyone. And
Yeah, thank you very much. I would appreciate it.
What's your name again?
And
Anne.
yeah, Yep.
Lisa.
Lisa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
5808. Yeah.
That's right.
Get on
Moments. You know, I have to capture the moments because I asked, like, okay,
Yeah.
I always ask for guidance before I do anything.
Yeah.
So I'm like, what should I name it?
Right.
You know, and so I want to capture the moments, right? So
Yeah.
moments, but moments by itself was
Yeah.
taken.
Right.
So I'm already in 5808 online. So
Right.
that's when I you know, write in the chat,
Yeah.
participate. So I just made it moments 5808. So then they know that that's you know, Anne,
Yeah.
because you know when I
Awesome.
participate in the chat. So yeah, very nice meeting you. Thank you for calling me over.
Oh,
I was taking a tour around and saying, hey.
I mean, you'll find all kinds of people. Most
So
people are pretty open and caring. If you need anything, I mean, come
yeah.
back, we'll help you.
Yeah, that's what I'm finding. Thank you very much. So this is the back, right?
Yeah, this is the back.
And then
right?
it goes that
It
way.
goes that way, down there, and then back around.
Okay,
And then back down. We
so
call it the hill.
so it's like a square,
Yeah.
pretty much. There's a mountain. I was telling people this area is like mountainous. Like when I drive up here, I can see the mountains. There's a mountain in the distance. That's why sometimes the Wi-Fi is not that good signal around here because we're surrounded by all the mountains.
Yeah. So yeah, we got a top hill up there that some of the deep people go up on.
Uh-huh.
But if you go straight down there, it kind of goes down and this way.
Yeah.
Close them off in that little area temporarily.
That is
I
the
am
most.
subscribed and shared you on my social media.
Oh, thank
so
you very much. Thank
for
you.
documenting it.
Thank you. That is the most well-behaved dog I have ever seen.
She's fine.
That's a German Shepherd, right?
She's half German Shepherd, half Akita.
You know, I had a half German Shepherd and half Collie, who was smaller. Oh, sweetheart. She is a sweetheart. Hi, sweetheart. You want to say hi to the camera? She is so mild and tame and so well behaved.
Another dog, and she's like,
She came up to say hi to me first, but then I pointed the camera at her and then she walked away.
thank you. Yeah.
Thank you.
This is Spike.
Spike?
Spike. Yeah.
Spike. Bye, Spike.
Have a good day.
You too.
If you need anything, let us know.
Definitely. Thank you very much.
Come back up in a few hours for some supper.
All right, we'll do.
Apples are good. I ate one of them apples earlier.
So I'll upload this when I get home so you'll see it. Huh? Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm halfway there. And we got 400 in the one night. So with your help, hopefully by...
If you get your handheld radio, a CD, and monitor 37, that way you know where everybody's at.
Oh,
And then you can fill your channel up with all the things that are going on.
monitor 37.
That's the radio.
Can you download an app to listen? I know sometimes people download an app and
I've never had anybody.
it's a CB. Yeah, because I know locally here, the police, there's an app and you can listen to, from an app from the phone. But 37, I'll remember that. Thank you. You guys are full of information. Very informational. Check out the fire. Thank you very much. Are you guys from here or where are you guys from?
Kentucky, Alaska, Texas.
Wow.
There's more of us, but they had to go home. So
Oh, okay.
they'll be back. We got Wisconsin and Illinois.
Have you been...
We're all the state leads that organize the National Convoy.
Oh, okay. So did you start it in California or you just came directly? Oh, okay. Yeah, I heard when they stopped there, that was pretty big. This is awesome. Did you guys follow the Ottawa convoy?
I did from west all the way to Ottawa, yes, and everything happened in between, and it was a disgrace to their country the way it's treated.
It was just devastating. Devastating. I was devastated when they arrested Zot. Yeah.
Pat and Tamara, Samara, and all that.
Yeah, finally she got released. Yep, finally.
Anything about Pat? Pat King?
I think I didn't hear he's released. I did not. They may still have him. I did not hear he was released. Because for whatever different reason, with her. But
Maybe hit Metz News, we're usually on the grill.
yeah, with her, but they released her, but very strict stipulations. She had to leave Ottawa within 72 hours. She had to go back to Alberta. She can't come back to Ottawa. I think these are what I heard.
No communication with anybody on social media, I heard too.
Oh, is that what it is?
That's what I heard. I
Wow.
don't know the factual, but
Yeah, these are just But I did watch.
giving them more freedoms is what they're doing.
Yeah, I did watch her live when they were waiting for her to come out that day,
Yeah.
and when she came out, they all hugged her and stuff, and she got in the car and drove off. I did watch that live because I work remotely, so I can listen. Yeah, definitely.
Back burner and we're taking the front right now. They need prayers,
Yeah.
too.
Well, we all have our roles to play,
That's absolutely true.
and you're doing your part. We're doing our part, and the truckers are doing their part, and everybody's doing their part. It's one.
Grounded right
It's
now.
one whole big orchestra, right? And then together we make music. Very nice meeting you.
Too, hon.
Kind of tried to do what we talked about, you know?
Yeah, make it a bigger pit.
Yeah.
Keep it going.
All right, so I have my bearings. So I'm going to walk the perimeter. I can see why people sniffle, because it gets cold and your nose get runny. My nose is starting to run a little bit. Something told me to bring a scarf. I should have brought the scarf so I could cover my face and my nose. Keep it from being cold. Those are the nicest people. That's their little place right there. Very, very nice people. I'm walking and they're waving me to come over, offering me food, offering me lunch. Oh my God. It makes you feel so proud. This is the way things should be. This is how we should imagine the world to be. Just like how in Ottawa they say there was food everywhere, people calling people over, offering food. You feel safe. Everyone's friendly. There's no fear, no hate, no discrimination. Everyone's welcome. So there they are, where the smoke's. Ooh, I can't hardly see my phone because the sun is so bright, my phone screen. So I hope you guys can see this. Let me. Alright. It's too much of the sky. Alright. There's some music over there. It is breezy. You can see the flag. The flag. It's breezy. So there's a lot of trailers parked back here. This is where it's muddy. So the ground is pretty wet back here. So very cool. Firewood. Doesn't look like much over here, but I wanted to walk the perimeter, so let me go this way, even though it's kind of muddy. Kind of muddy, but I wanted to do the full perimeter. Oh, slushy. Maybe it wasn't a good idea. All right. Cheater, if you can't win, cheat. That's what this sign says. So there's more food here. Looks like crock pot. All right. So here's the very, very back. Very, very back. That's where I came from. I came from over there. I'm walking this way. Hi, stranger. Look who I ran into. Who's this stranger? Are you lost? No.
Hi. Are you live? Yeah?
I'm alive, but I'm not live on YouTube, but I am very alive.
Yeah, look at this nice.
So I ran into those nice people over there, and she asked for my channel,
Yeah.
and she said she just posted it on her Facebook,
Amazing.
and she shared it out, and she said she's going to help me get to 1,000. Because I said they let me record them,
That's awesome.
but I said I'm not live, so I have to go home and upload it. And she said, well, I just posted your channel on my Facebook, and I'm going to share it. We'll get you to 1,000.
Nice. Were you here for the speeches?
Yeah, well, I missed the senator.
Yeah.
Because I came a little late, but I did listen to the tail end. Because as soon as I parked, I saw your stream. I was going to comment, but I said, let me just get going. So, because you had already started 18 minutes.
Yeah.
And so then I came walking out, and I heard the tail end when Brian was talking. I heard about the book and the announcement and the prayer.
She needs 500. She needs 500 subs, but she also needs a watch time too as well.
Yeah.
She's going to go right from phone to YouTube. You also need the watch time, but she can still live stream because you can still use StreamYard.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
You're at 500 now?
Yeah, well, it was 4 something before I left, so it may be 500 soon.
Nice.
I don't know, but it was still 4 something. So I'm almost halfway there. So I need another halfway. Moments 5808, you guys, to help me live stream. I don't usually promote myself. I don't like to do that with my other channel. I almost was so tempted to go on my other channel.
Yeah.
Because my other channel, I can live stream and I met the criteria, but it's an unboxing channel.
Yeah.
So I'm like, it doesn't fit. The viewer's going to say, what the heck?
Moments 5808.
Yeah, moments.
Moments 5808. Yep. Oh, they already got it before I even said it.
Thank you very much, guys. Thank you so much. I did post to let you guys know that I am here, and I'm going to be, recording and then uploading later. So I did upload that earlier. So I love your red gloves. Check out his red gloves.
With the whole thing, right?
I saw that. Oh, we're in the way. I saw that.
Yeah, that's what that way, so I could still touch the.
Yeah, I saw that in Ottawa when you were in the truck. I said, hey, very great idea, because they have gloves that you can buy that lets you do that. But
They don't work as well.
But I know, but they don't work as well. But I figure, I'm like, that's very creative, because I saw you doing that, and I'm like, that's very creative, and you did it perfectly. Did you measure your finger and then cut it?
I just cut it. Yeah, I cut both out.
But it was perfect. It fits right perfectly.
Yeah, it's not bad. I had to do an Ottawa, but of course.
A man of many talents, because it looks like it was meant to be.
Yeah, awesome. Are you guys new subscribers?
Thank you very much, Guy. Thank you very much.
Awesome. Which way are you going now?
So I was just walking around the perimeter,
I'm just walking this way.
because remember I wanted you to give me the tour the other night, but it was so dark. And this is my first time coming here doing daylight.
Yes.
So I didn't know the scope of the area, so I figure I'll walk. And the lady told me, and guess what, you guys? I ran into the lady that was playing the drum. You know how in Ottawa they play the drums a lot?
Yep.
And then there was one lady playing the drum. When we were standing doing the speech, you could hear the drum. So I walked towards the drum, and I interviewed the drumming lady, and she came all the way from Arizona. And I asked her, does she know, what's the significance of the drum and stuff? So I had that. But she's leaving today, and check this out, you guys. She ended up having the same purple glasses as me, and she has the same type of drum I have, and she's leaving today. And I felt guided, like I'm supposed to walk around the perimeter and clear the land, because basically, you guys, the beating of the drum, the reason they do that, it creates sound, and sound has a sound wave. So as the wave moves, it hits people with the sound. That's why sometimes your ears hurt, because the sound. So what they're doing when they're beating the drum, it creates the sound wave, and it hits and it clears all the negative energy in the air. And as Reiki practitioner healer, if you put the drum near the person's body and you beat it, it breaks blockages. So I'm like, are you the only drummer here? She said, yes, she's leaving. So I'm like, oh, great. So now I have to pick up where she left off. So I'm going to have to bring my drum and walk around. And that's why I was walking around the perimeter to see, because that's how you clear. That's how energy practitioner clear blockages in the body and also blockages in the air.
Yeah.
So that's on my
Hey guys,
video.
moving over just a
Yeah,
bit.
sure, yeah. Yeah, no worries, yep.
So that's the so that's on the video I'm going to upload today. If you guys are interested in that, I interview her. And she's the same lady that does painting, you guys. And she was doing painting for the little kids. Have you seen her? Have you come across her?
I haven't yet. No.
Yeah, she has a stand, and she came to paint little kids' faces. And there were little kids,
nice.
and there was little kids in line, and they were waiting to get their face painted. So she said she came for the kids, and she also brought her drums. And I captured, and with permission, I captured 2 little kids, and I had the sweetest girl. So you guys have to check it out. On this channel today.
Would you mind? What channel?
Moments 5808. Moment, like special moment, or this moment. MOMENTS is plural. 5808. All one together, no space.
I'm Eric, by the way.
Hi, Eric.
Last voter standing is my moniker.
The what?
Last voter standing.
The last voter standing.
Yes. My name is Eric Richardson. I'm running for office in
Oh.
Alabama. I'm taking on Mike Rogers in 2024.
Okay.
We got 2022 seal. That's a little too late. And I came on this People's Convoy trip as an independent journalist just to document, just to film a documentary. I work for the Elephants. That's not my full-time career, film. But it was my passion. I wanted to fall back into it, right? And it has gone so well. Unbelievably well. People that we've met, people that I've met, interviewed, talked with, and just, without even a camera, just sitting down and having a heart-to-heart conversation with another human being, looking somebody in the eyes. You can't trade that for anything. No amount of money ever buys that.
Exactly.
That's from some famous movie. I wish I could quote it, but that's a beautiful quote that really resonated. Like while I've been on this trip. May I ask your channel?
Yeah, it's Travel Fund 69. Travel Fund 69. Yep. I covered everything from Ottawa. So yeah,
it's incredible, man. Well, I mean, I've been trying to introduce myself to anybody filming, anybody live streaming, because
that's
we have
perfect.
to support each other.
Exactly.
Because YouTube isn't going to help.
Exactly. Exactly. Exactly.
Any of this out there.
Right.
So, we have to have networks.
Right.
So
it's funny you said that, because I'm very intuitive, and that's the message I got, and I got it really strong this morning. So I started this video saying, hey, you guys, I'm a little emotional this morning driving here, just feeling the awness of it, this time that we're living in. And a few weeks ago, I say, what should I do? I mean, how can I serve? Because I was doing readings online to help people, but I'm like, this is not helping the masses. I don't feel like my soul was being satisfied helping people with love readings, right? So I'm like, okay, and I'm a Reiki practitioner too, besides having a normal corporate job, but so I do energy healing work. So I'm like, okay, how can I serve? How can I be a part of it? And I'm shy, but I force myself to not be shy.
I'm an introvert.
To be on camera. So then I'm like, okay, how can I serve? And so I was sitting on Tuesday, and you know how you get inspiration, it just comes through you. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to start another, because I had other YouTube channel, but it's not related, so it's not going to match. And so I started it on Tuesday, and I had like 20, I went up to 34, and then it dropped down to 28. And then by Friday night, 3 days later, I was here with Travel Fund 69, Jeff, and we were sitting here at the bonfire, and we were doing live streaming, and he gave me a shout out, and I went from 28 to all the way to over 400 in 3 days. And then today and that lady back there, I was walking, she called me over, hey, are you thirsty? Do you want water? And then I said, I'm not live streaming because I don't have enough. She said, what is your channel? She said, what is your channel? And she said, I'm going to post it on Facebook, and we'll get you to 1,000. So these are the type of people I'm running across. And then she said, we're cooking hamburgers and food. Come back later and grab some.
Open. I mean, the support that we saw coming from. So we did Alabama, we drove south to Florida to connect with other trucks, to connect with supplies, and the amount of support. There were people standing on overpasses all day.
I was one of them. I was one of them in Frederick. Last Sunday. Yeah, last Sunday when Jeff came down here in Maryland. Yeah.
Like our group was one of the first ones here to Hagerstown,
GoPro, I did a time lapse where you go from empty to full.
Yeah.
So my thing is, I don't do as many live streams. I do produce content. So
Mhm.
when I get home, when I get to the hotel at night and have Wi-Fi, I try to cut it together, edit.
Oh,
And,
sweet.
Here's the thing. These videos that we use for this convoy, for this rally, my thought is, it's not my job to spin it. It's not my job to make a story out of it. It's not my job to create a narrative.
It's just
My
to
job
present
is
it.
to document and to present.
You're the messenger. That's it. It's up to the viewer to decide what the message is for them.
Everybody can interpret it with their experiences.
Exactly. Yep. And you're just the messenger. And you know what the saying goes, guys? Don't kill the messengers. We're just messengers, okay? Don't kill us. We're just messengers.
Another thing that's interesting, I'll share with you guys. Y'all been like over to DC since?
Not yet. We're thinking about maybe, so we'll see.
Go small group, right? But
Yeah.
I've been staying in DC. I've been staying at the Hyatt Hotel, which is right across from town. Having dinner out there, which is like so patriotic.
Oh, yeah, of course,
Yeah.
But you know what the most heartbreaking thing is? That
Seen it fenced up and empty. Oh, yes. Yeah. Yeah.
It's cold and dark and depressing.
Yeah.
To imagine
Yeah.
that in our nation's capital, throughout this country, the world, and the history of our country, we have people outside of the capital where our commerce people walk up and down those streets having dinner, fancy lunches, and charities. They are stepping over homeless people dying of drug overdoses every night, dying from the cold. It was 10 degrees out there last night, wasn't it? Could you have survived laying on this ground?
I know. We were freezing without coats.
Imagine.
Yeah.
So, that alone struck me. There are so many issues in our country that we have to fix, obviously. So many reasons why we want to help people.
Right.
But the homeless, like that is where my focus is first. And, I plan to go back to DC, and there's a shelter. It's gray and blue. I don't know what it's called yet, but I've met people that run it. I walked into that homeless shelter. The security guard named Chris at the hotel told me, do not walk down that street. Do not walk in that shelter. You will be burned. What? He said. Jesus. You'll be stabbed. I was almost burned 5 days ago.
Wow.
And I walked in that shelter where that man came from that almost killed me. I met the owners. I met the people that run.
Yeah.
And they were homeless themselves. They were contributing their own time, resources, and energy into other people that were on the streets. The gentleman that I met was named Chris. He was a volunteer security man that lived upstairs in a little cubicle that they had turned into like a small bedroom. Yeah. And he works there, and he volunteers his time, and he helps the other homeless people. Most of our homeless in this country are primarily addicted to drugs. So that was one question that I made sure I asked the people that I got to know, the homeless women and men that I got to know their names, where you're from, how long you've been on the street. Yep. And I asked, what are you on? Because if I see you on the street, now I need to be able to communicate to emergency, to an ambulance.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, this convoy is not human life is so precious, so valuable. And once a human life ends, their possibilities end. They can't trip into it. They can't, revolutionize our country, our politics anymore. Once you're gone.
Yeah, that's it.
So that's sorry.
And you know what's really sad? No, thank you for sharing your experience in DC. I wanted to take Jeff to DC. But you know what? Each of us, I was telling them back there, each of us have a role to play in this spiritual war. And your role, it sounds to me, is the homeless. Our roles is to document it, even though you're doing that. The truckers are doing their part. The drumming people are doing their part. We all have a part to play. And if you listen to your heart and you listen to your soul, you listen to your calling, you will know exactly what you have to do. You won't have to think about it because it's pulling you, it's nudging you to the point where you can't sit on the sideline anymore. You have to pick a side. Is it the light or is it the dark? There is no black, white, Chinese, Japanese, purple, Republican, Democratic, liberal. There's none of that. That was used to divide you guys. There's only light and darkness. And Jesus says, be hot or be cold. Don't be lukewarm. So it's time to stop being lukewarm and get off your ASS and join whatever it is. There are people out there that are feeling it,
Here's the thing.
but they're still sitting there. So it's time to start.
Because big decisions like coming out here, being a part of this convoy, it's hard.
It's scary. It's scary.
But when you have a big decision to make, the most important thing you can do is make a decision, right?
Exactly.
If you sit there and continue to suffer in silence, who can help you?
Exactly.
Who knows that you're suffering? You've got to
Exactly.
make yourself open and vulnerable to other humans.
Exactly.
And, you know, one thing that I realized on this trip is that we, as Americans, as people, don't really look each other in the eyes anymore.
Exactly.
If I'm in the gas station, everybody's eyes are down.
Exactly.
Everybody's eyes are anywhere else
But not here. Not here. Not. That's why after I left their tent, their camp, I say, hey, you guys, this is the way things are supposed to be. This is how things are supposed to be. No fear. Everyone's welcome. Everyone. We're human beings. We're, saying hi, hello, hugs. I'm hugging a stranger I've never met before because he's my brother or my sister. This is the way things are supposed to be. They created fear, and fear is not of God. And fear stands for false evidence appearing real, and fear paralyzes, where you can't do anything. And you know what the opposite of fear is? Love. And that's why all the people in Ottawa was raising the vibration with their music, with their drumming. And that drum lady was telling me, she think that Trudeau ran away not because of the people, but because of the vibration. It was so high, he couldn't stand it. When there's light, there's also darkness, but the light overcome the darkness and they can't stand it. So it's like vampires. When you open the window, they have to run. They can't deal with the damn vibration. So that's why it was so high. For 3 weeks, it was so high, they had to come and crush it and bring the energy down to what they're used to. And that's why they did that. And that's why it ended that way. And spiritual people can see it. But you know what? It opened the hearts of the whole world. Thanks to these streamers. And that's why it inspired me. On my About page, on my channel, I said I created this channel because I was inspired by the Canadian live streamer, being our eyes and ears and opening our eyes and providing true coverage for the world to see. And they all work together.
Nobody heard them. You know, how many Canadians think that they haven't been heard? But you heard that message and it inspired you to go out and do this and document this and tell the truth. And who are you going to inspire?
Exactly.
Because you're out here doing this, you're out here making sacrifices. I'm very proud of you. I mean, I love you.
Thank you.
Other, but you're a wonderful person because you're out here doing this.
Thank you.
Good things.
I started this morning. Thank you very much. I started this live stream saying it's a Sunday night. It's a Sunday, you guys, and it's cold. And normally I would be home. I'm a homebody. I can't believe I'm out here in the cold, walking around. And that's why I was driving here, and I was a little emotional. But it was good. It was good emotion, meaning like, wow, I'm a part of this, a part of history. You know what? On the other side of this, it's going to be beautiful, guys. We're winning. We're winning. That's why they say, hold the line. We're winning. And that's why they're acting the way they're acting, because we're winning. The light always overcomes the darkness.
Ryan is over there now and answering questions at the tent. If you want
to, okay.
Get over there and maybe we can.
Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
I heard that.
Polish Agnes is there asking questions right now.
Okay.
Yeah, all right, let's get over there, guys.
Okay. Nice meeting you.
I'll be sure to follow everybody, and we'll stay in touch.
Thank you. Thank you very much. You know, I have a GoPro, and the battery died. I haven't used it, and the battery died because I haven't used it. It works well, though. Yes.
I mean, it works well, but you're right. The battery sucks.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thanks, brother. All right.
That was interesting.
Yeah.
It's interesting the people that you run into. I mean, not even searching for them. They just kind of appear, like you. They appear in your path. I didn't even know he was standing there. I thought he was with you.
700 in the chat, like, share, subscribe. Yeah, Anne's awesome. Yeah, they've been subbing you up, and yeah.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate it.
Yep. Here comes Danny. How's it going? Good. You? Good.
I'm running low on battery. I'm gonna have to plug it. I have to plug it in once I get to the destination. Well, I got the 20% warning.
Oh.
Yeah. So, but I have 2 battery packs, so I just have to plug it in. I'm surprised that it runs out that quickly. It's only been an hour and 24 minutes. I thought you can record longer, but I've never recorded that long before.
No, I'll tell you why. You're using StreamYards.
No, I'm not using StreamYard. I'm not live streaming. I'm just recording on my video on my phone.
Yeah, you're using StreamYards.
Oh, but maybe it's the gimbal too, because I'm going through the gimbal app. Does that make it faster? Or it doesn't matter. It's just the gimbal is just controlling the gimbal app, right?
Which one do I use? Jack's I use the DJI Mini 2, same one OTR has. DJI Mini 2. Pocahontas, cheers. It's anti Vietnamese. She is Vietnamese.
Wow! I'm impressed. I was so impressed with Jeff when he figured out I was Vietnamese.
Well, no, it was easy.
I know, but don't say it.
No, I'm just saying.
But I was impressed that you knew that. But I guess you're right.
Oh,
that was easy.
I can't even say it. Jack isn't. They're gonna guess.
I know.
I can pick out last names. I already knew.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, we'll walk back over to the front. Some Polish Agnes's over there. Her channel yesterday went crazy. She must be near 2,000 subscribers.
Yeah, I heard you saying that. I think she was over. She was over 2,000.
TV Now was bumping her up.
What did she start it with?
I'm not too sure what she had before.
Oh, okay.
Not very much.
Okay.
Yeah, Martin, what is a good drone for around $500? Good question. Well, you know, the price when I first got the DJI Mini 2, it was about 800 Canadian. But I think for around $500, you're talking about American, 500 American, I think you can get the DJI Mini 2 now for that. But then it's just the accessories. You want the Fly More kit, which comes with 3 batteries. You definitely want that, right? Plus, there's other upgrades. You can buy the antenna, range extenders, landing gear. You can buy like all kinds of crazy add-ons for that. But I've got all those add-ons. Plus, I can fly it with my tablet. But yeah, you can spend a few bucks for those. Yes, sir. Yeah, brother, good to see you.
I need to plug in my charger, you guys, because otherwise I don't want my phone to suddenly die. So I have to put you guys down. Let me find a place to put you guys down. Because I don't want it to suddenly die. It gave me two warnings already. Let me hurry up, find a table. Can I put my phone down on your table really quick? I just need to plug in the charger. Thank you. I don't know if it's charging or not. Is it charging? Let's see. Is it charging? It is. It is charging. It is charging. Okay, good.
Are we live?
No. Not. I'm just recording. I am recording. I'm going to upload it. We're not live because I need 1,000 subscribers before I go live, and I'm halfway there. I literally started a channel Tuesday.
Okay.
And Travel Fun 69 shout me out. He's over there. So I'm halfway there. Actually, yeah, they've been subbing to me. So
Good.
do you want it to do an interview? I mean, you can still do it.
You know, I've been interviewed from around the world in
Okay.
the past 6 years.
Okay. I was just wondering why you were
I'm gonna
asking.
find a cool blue though.
Okay.
That's my favorite.
Oh, thank you. I had to go plug this in really quick because it beeped again. I didn't want it to suddenly die. That's why I ran away. Are you going to be here most of the day, Jeff? Or?
No, I'm definitely going to take a break eventually.
Okay.
I'll do a little bit more walk.
Is there anything tonight going on that you know of?
Nothing. I don't think there's anything tonight. I don't even think there's any speeches until tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
I think it's just whatever.
So whatever happened already happened.
Yeah. I don't think there's anything else going on.
What is this line for?
Yeah, this is
Oh, this is the line to talk to him? Wow, this is the line to talk to him, you guys. Talk to Brian, question and answer. Wow. People are really nice out here if you're holding a camera. If you're holding a camera out here, people are really, really nice. They're so appreciative that we're covering this. I love those red gloves. Okay. No. It's too long of a line. Yeah.
You don't have to wait in line. You can walk around and let it. The line will die on its own.
Yeah, I don't have any questions for him because.
No.
Are you?
I don't know. I could. But it looks like you still got like at least 20 minutes. You
Yeah.
can walk around still,
I don't really
right?
have any questions.
Yeah.
Pressing, and I'm sure so many people will have already asked him. For me, I'm just curious because this is my first time here in the daylight. So it's like it's like I just want to discover. I'm gonna check out the track, Jeff.
The what? Yeah,
track.
go for it. Yeah, I'll be out here. Yeah.
So there's the place where we have the food. And I'm gonna walk down here because I want to check out the racetrack because this is a racetrack. So I'm just curious. I'm just curious. Am I still recording? I am. So here's the bleachers. Oh, they have all their awning where they put the beverages to keep it cold because it's so cold here. Oh, that's a good idea. And over here is just the regular bleachers. So they put the tarp over here. And then I guess this is where they put all the beverages of what people donated. That's a pretty good idea. No refrigerator needed. And then here's the track. Can we see through? Not clear. The track. Very cool. I was going to say I've never been to a racetrack before, but that's not true. I went to NASCAR race in Delaware years ago. I really enjoyed it. My first NASCAR racetrack experience in Delaware. I have to put my other gloves on so it'll be shaky a little bit. All right. Oh, here it is. They're interviewing him. Oh, so we can be right here.
We notify the legislators every single time that we're bringing something that needs to be live streamed, it's documented. We won't be trying to spread that around with other folks who join us. Gave my phone a ride down there. So, yeah, I mean, that's pretty much the deal. It doesn't mean that the meeting won't happen. It just means I won't be. I can't have a live stream. You're good. In my opinion, I'm not going to Brian Ross. I'm going to great. And so, I'm going to discuss it.
Charlotte.
So I'm not going there to speak for myself. I'm going there to get scored in that meeting. Now, if you let's say you schedule your legislature, go have it. If you choose not to live stream it, that's fine. It's your legislature. You're a certain constituency. But I can't join you in that meeting if you ask me if they won't allow live stream. That's what happened with that meeting was I was asked to accompany them to that meeting. And when I found out that I couldn't have it live streamed, I contacted the person and I contacted their constituent that invited me to the meeting. And I said I would do whatever they wish me to do, but here's my belief. And I said that I do not feel comfortable going into the meeting without live streaming. If I were to have a meeting, I would be talking to you. At that point, I'd be talking on behalf of myself. I'm not an Alaskan resident. I have no business going in and talking to an Alaskan politician about Brian Rogers' personal feelings and opinions. But if I can live stream it, then the story with other people. Now, that situation, that is what it is. We're working really hard to make sure that every meeting that I am involved in is live streamed going forward. All the offices are aware. So if I'm going, it's supposed to be live streamed. If they turn it down when we get there, then it'll be made public. I'll tell the world that they won't allow live streaming, and I will turn down that meeting. Some say that's not good, and that I'm putting people on blast that are on our side. But I say if they're really on our side, they would allow the live stream. You can't say you're for the people or represent the people, but then want to close door meetings. That's not how it works. That's the problem there already. All the backroom deals, all the closed doors. You never know what your legislator's saying every day. And I think that's ridiculous. I'll tell you now, you want to know who I would vote for in a heartbeat? A candidate that lets their life be on camera 24/7. So I knew every single thing that person said, did, eat, and farted. You know what I mean? Seriously. Because how do I know that that person's truly representing me? Others. It's time for some transparency in office, and that's why I won't go in front of live stream. A lot of us live stream. We're not gaining ownership of when this meeting happens. Is there a way for us to know? I know the major meeting has so you can have to know at least 6 hours before, 8 hours before. Is there a way for us who have been here since so I can't necessarily guarantee that you can get in the meetings because I'm only allowed so many in some of these meetings, and I would rather the drivers be there. The people, I understand that you're part of the convoy. I know I've seen this a lot. I've seen many of them. I've seen a lot of them the whole way across. But one live streamer could possibly join us. And then, of course, we can always do a media blast or whatever. So that as soon as the meeting's over, we step out of the building, and then we can have an interview session with you guys. We can ask you then all the YouTubers and live streamers, and they want to be a part of they want to be in the loop, then all go to DC, and we walk out the building and ask the questions how we thought it went. I have no problem with that. In order to do that, we'll have to set up some type of email chain or something so that you get it. I would recommend that you speak with Liz and give her your contact information. And whenever we have these meetings, she'll get them out and let me know. Thanks, guys. Yeah.
You know who's busier than Brian around here? The sign man. They keep asking, more sign.
Hi, Charlotte.
Sign of things to come.
send you a text at any time. Just making sure you have something. Yeah,
They work hard. You would have to be on like Brian.
I'll give you your number, hand it out to over 2,000 people watching. And your name was?
Nice. Everything you guys did up there.
I would love to be out there with you guys. Appreciate all of us. There's some other streamers out there that have Thank you.
Okay.
Joe, our first responder.
Nice. We'll have to set up and maybe I can go out there and like be on the bridge. Yeah, I mean I can't like specifically do that necessarily, but. Sorry. Yeah. Should talk with her and maybe get scheduled where I can go out on one of the overpasses when the convoy goes. We can pull morning down on the overpasses here, but I got to do it in someplace along the country. Missouri. In Missouri, I got to somewhere I got to do it on the. I got to be on the bridge. Where it said Attorney General. Oh yeah, it's Missouri. So Missouri. And the Attorney General came out and me out on the bridge. It is fine. Better to pick up. Watching the convoy come and hang out with everybody. So this would be awesome to do around here. Oh, I saw that. So did he. He saw it. He saw it too. It was awesome. Yeah, that was really cool. That's so awesome.
And you know why I felt like that?
Take a picture.
Sure.
Yeah, he saw it. Yeah, he definitely saw it. Thank you. How's it going? Nice to meet you, Canadian.
Especially about where, how, and why do I because I'm home to my two grandkids and I'm trying to keep them running around getting some traffic. Well, I'm not actually there. I'm like on the side of the road. So I'm like behind the corner. I'm not just down.
Oh, you're the one, yeah, I'm the one going So the thing is, if you want to do that, it has to be our meeting is at 98. I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. It was good because the time that we did it, it'll probably be by the time we get done, that's what I'm saying.
That was cool to see.
Hi, Charlotte. I'm Ann 5808. I've been trying to catch up with you all this time.
Oh, really?
And I was here Friday night, and you were walking to your car, and I was trying to say in the chat,
my gosh, really?
and then you got in your car, and you're like, it's an 11-hour day. and I need to go home. I mean, to my hotel, and I'm like, I'll catch her. So I let go of it, and I said, today, if I'm meant to run into her, I'm not going to track her down. I'm just going to walk around, and if I run into her, I run into her. And lo and behold, you're here.
Oh my gosh.
I saw you. I've been following Zot, and all of you guys, Ottawalks and Travel Fun 69. I gave you a shout out on his channel. I don't know, when he first came down, and I was saying how you walking up and down 2:30 a.m. and blah blah blah. We don't do that here, and I was devastated when Zot got arrested. I have a soft spot for him because he reminds me of my nephew, like same age. And then happy belated birthday, Zot, because same sign, Pisces, and so I'm like, oh my God, I follow the whole thing, but that day I didn't follow it live. And then I saw Ottawalks announced it, and I think Viva Fry, and I went back and I watched it, and I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe that. So I'm so sad that you can't be here, Zot, but you have an awesome representative representing you. Hopefully you can make it one day, but I wanted to say hi, Zot. You did an awesome job. I know, but you're a trooper.
Thank you.
And I just started my channel, so because of you guys. On my about section, I said I was inspired by you guys, watching you guys here. Wow. What are the chances that you guys come to my hometown? I'm 30 minutes from here, but
really?
What are the chances? So that's why I said I had to meet Travel Fun 69. I have to meet you. You being the young age that you are, coming out, doing this, driving all. I follow you that night. Remember that night when you drove down? And I'm like, you're so inspirational. And if the whole young generation is like you guys, like you and Zot, the world will be shifting in the right direction. So I'm so glad you guys are doing this. I mean, in the cold, in the rain, everything. So can I give you a hug?
Of course.
Oh my God.
Thanks so much
I'm
for
so
supporting
happy.
me.
Yeah, I'm so happy. You're the most adorable little thing. And I watched you when you were on the front line in Oliver, because you were like the only one. And Church of Bubbles also was in the front line, but then he laughed, and I'm like, man, she is so brave. You are so brave. She's so inspirational, you guys. I wish more people your age was like into this. Are you and Zai, have you always been following politics, or just because of the Ottawa?
Honestly, yeah, like when it started happening in Ottawa, I kind of got interested in it, and I went down, and then I've been following it ever since.
Right, yeah. So I'm not live streaming, but I will upload this. So if you want to see this, I'm at I can't even remember right now. Moments 5808. Moments MOMENTS 5808. So yeah, and I'm 5808 in your live stream. Yeah. Nice meeting you. One more hug.
You too.
Oh my God, you're so adorable. Bye, guy. Hi, guy. Bye, guy. Thank you so much for coming. I hope I see you again. Safe travel. Stay safe.
Yeah, you too.
Thanks.
Hi, how are you? Hello, how you doing?
Finally, I meet Charlotte. Mission accomplished. I gave it. I let go. I gave it to the higher power, and it was meant to be. It was meant to be. This guy is smiling at me. So I'm at 1 hour 49 minutes, you guys. So I don't know how much memory my phone have, and I don't want the whole thing to not have memory to save. So I'm thinking I should stop this now, and then I can always start it again. So at least I have this part saved. So maybe I will do a walk back to the car. Here are the trucks. That's where I came from. Is it still streaming? Oh, I know. My gimbal probably ran out of charge. So it just dropped the phone. All right, you guys, I'm going to end it now since that's probably my sign. Thanks for watching. Thank you for all your subscribes, love, and support. I will catch you in the next video. Bye.